What is up, my beautiful people? Welcome back to my channel. And as you can see, as the title says, we're going to see how long I can hold open this AR-15 bolt for. So, I am going to pull up the timer and we are going to hop up into it. Now, this is unloaded. We're just going to, pull it back, see how long I can hold it there for. So, I'm gonna get ready. We're gonna put some cloth on my fingers because I don't feel like having blood on my firearm. Uh, yeah, we're gonna hop up into it. As soon as I lock this thing back, um, yeah, I'm not really sure how we're gonna set this up, but we are going to try. So, as soon as pull this back all the way, start the timer. I'm gonna get it in frame so y'all don't think I'm cheating. Here we go. Like you see right there, there's a little bit of light coming through the other side, so you know it's always pulled back, so you guys don't suspect me of cheating. All right, so there's a lot of things going along with these AR-15s, like the scary black assault rifles, as people have been talking about. And I feel like there's some reasons are pretty valid, but others are just like they're like fear mongering like people. Uh, yeah, I just feel like some things are just redundant. You feel me? Like the ATF ban on the braces or whatever. Like you cannot have a brace. This is not a brace, this is a stock. You cannot have a brace on a, I forget what it was, but you can have a brace on something and then you have to pay the actual, like I think it's 200, 250. I could be wrong. Correct me if you want to correct me in the comments. You got to pay a federal tax stamp on each individual brace you own, AR brace, stock, whatever. Well, it's really braces and like those types of things. Seems you can attach the arm or rest against the arm, those types of bullshit. Uh, yeah, and I think it was in Illinois. Some of the governor approved the ruling or whatever that braces are going to be checked and you have to like tax stamp them. So the Illinois police, the sheriffs, are not enforcing it. So I think that's really beneficial because the people in the government are actually a part of the general population as far as I think officers goes, like officers, sheriff. Once you get up into like the higher ranks, like the FBI's and the SCIS and shit like that, I think you're more intertwined with the government. You don't really have a lot of say so about what really happens. You're just kind of a, I don't want to say a pawn in the game, but you're kind of just a pawn in the game. Uh, yeah, I think it's just slow. It's just really fucking retarded about these high capacity magazines being like banned and shit outright. I think that's not beneficial because you know who the people are going to be that have the automatic and high powered, or not high powered but high capacity magazines. It's the people who don't need to have them, which is the cartel gang members, XYZ people who are gonna go through the fucking hoops to buy that shit off the dark market or whatever, just to have it. Like, I don't know, me personally, I wouldn't pay 300 or however much it is to legally register for a Switch for a Glock. Like, me personally, I'm not I'm not gonna do that. I don't even know if I should be saying this publicly, but I really would not pay that shit. And then there's no legal way that you're emptying a clip onto somebody in self-defense and not going to jail. It's just not feasible. You know what I mean? Like, what was the rule? I think it was 3 shots, 3 seconds, 3 feet, some bullshit like that. That shit is actual. Like, you put that into practice, and I'd say it happens more than 80 to 90% of the time. Uh, yeah, it's just It's just terrible, bro. Because nowadays, motherfuckers are getting more organized. You saw that one viral clip of the it was a homeowner that was running a business out of her garage or her it was like a second living it wasn't a garage, but it was like a second warehouse type thing where multiple intruders busted in with weapons, and all she had was a pistol. Like I'm sure that 15 to 17, however many rounds was in that clip, I'm pretty sure it would have got it done. But what if you're not over the age of 21, or you're not in a state, or you're a felon or XYZ, and you don't have the ability to own like a concealable firearm like this. You cannot shove this down your pants comfortably, you know what I mean? Maybe like a Draco or something, but that's still considered a pistol, so you have to be, over the age of 21, uh or at least 21. I mean, my bad. Yeah, I think there's just a lot of back and forth, and I feel like if enough of us rebel against what the fuck they're implementing, it'll benefit us in the long run, for real. Cause like, I don't know, I think George Washington said it or whatever. He was like, the Second Amendment is for to defend our country against others and against ourselves, or some bullshit like that. So I feel like if enough of us, I don't want to say rebel, but if enough of us like just don't obey to the redundant and ignorant laws that they're putting in place, I think if enough of us will what is that called? Like push back, not like revolt, but like reprimand. I don't know the words for this. I'm not a public speaker. Um, but yeah, I think it'd be really benefit for the bulk majority of people who are in the firearm community to actually like saddle up and put their money where their mouth is, for real, and like actually like trying to defend their rights and their rights to bear arms and the freedom to own whatever they want. Now, I believe there should be some regulations on like, I don't believe every citizen should be able to buy an automatic, firearm. Like, I don't think all weapons should come with a automatic selector switch. Like, you should not be able to flip that backwards. Like, you can see mine just go safe and fire, and there would be an automatic one right here for weapons of war. Um, Sorry, my hand is cramping a little bit, but yeah, it's just, I think it would be really beneficial for more of us to kind of stand up and push back with all just the random stuff going into it, bro. Because I was watching some press conference about some dude thought pistol braces where it turns it into a bump stock, but bump stocks, this whole thing needs to actuate so your finger can have time to let the trigger reset and have enough time for the recoil to click it again. You know what I mean? Now, that was probably the worst explanation of a bump stock, but it is what it is. Even I'm a 18-year-old who fucking lives in the goddamn fucking, I wouldn't even say the city. I live in kind of rural. And I understand that the difference between a bump stock, a brace, and a regular stock. I understand the difference between like just a lot of shit, like an SBR and a short barreled shotgun and all that good shit. Most people don't even give a fuck or understand what most of those things like mean. Uh, I think there's general knowledge, and then there's like when you're actually like changing the legislature and shit like that, and actually laws are being put in place for the like the weapons checks and shit, like actual tax stamps. I think that's when you really need to be educated, because one yes could be 1,000 no's. You know what I mean? Like, oh, yes to pistol braces, but no to high capacity magazines, no to palm swells, no to whatever, no to high, no, like, bro, for this being a free country, it's pretty not free. You know what I mean? Now, what do I know? I'm just a random person on the internet, uh, random YouTuber. But I feel like the people should have say in what the fuck they want. I don't think it should be a dictatorship with firearms. I think we should have the luxury and the privilege to be able to purchase whatever the fuck we want and do whatever we want. Now I feel like there is exceptions and shit. But most of the times there are warning signs and there's extra hoops that people have to go through, um, to acquire what they want to acquire, like a binary switch. I think you need to go through some paperwork and a tax stamp for that. If I'm not mistaken, which I probably am. I haven't bought a binary switch. If I did, it would be on this one already. Um, we getting kind of shaky. Um, yeah, man, it's just all going to shit, and I feel like we need to really rebel back. Like we already have a civil war. We went to war over goddamn tea and tax and shit like that back in the day. Nowadays, everyone's so soft and they're just like they don't give a fuck about what the opposing view is saying. Like they don't even consider fathoming where they're coming from, which I think is ignorant and just redundant. Because I feel like you should everyone has their side to a story, right? And we all have our own agenda, I guess. But I feel like everyone should be heard out. Everyone should be heard out. Everyone has a voice. Um, yeah, I that's kind of all I want to really to say. Everything's going to shit. Make sure you stock up on high capacity magazines. Make sure you get all your ammunition. Make sure you get all these ARs and assault weapons off of the gun racks, because I feel like one day these things are either going to be not your property only for the luxury, or I don't know, they're just going to be all banned outright. Like you really cannot get your hands on this without paying a fuck ton of money through like a third party, or just going straight to the dark web or some bullshit like that. Yeah, it's just wild, bro. It's just wild. And I'm still on the process of upgrading this one. I want to put an ambidextrous switch, ambidextrous whatchamacallit, and an ambidextrous charging handle. Cause I don't like this lefty and restricted shit. I want to be ambidextrous on the whole rifle. Um yeah, and I don't think I've really talked about this rifle instead of my on my 5.56 green tip kind of short video. Uh yeah, I'm kind of just gonna shut up now and focus on the scrimp because my arms are really beginning to shake. So yeah, feel free to skip forward if you want to. We're gonna see how long I can do this. I'm not really sure how to time lapse this stuff. I know how to do it on my phone and CapCut, but it is what it is. So we are gonna see how long I can go for. Okay, so we're getting pretty crampy. So I'm gonna stand up and we're gonna pull like one of these numbers. As you can see there, the bolt is still closed, or open rather. So yeah, we're still in it to win it. We're still in it to win it. You feel me? I don't know what we're winning. Probably a brand new AR-15 Spring. That's what we are winning. I'm not sure that this really hurts the firearm necessarily because there's a bolt hold open like function. So I think maybe one or two people have accidentally left it open or purposely left it open. So I don't think this hurts the firearm. Probably it'd really hurt it if it was a long duration. It'd probably really hurt it. But this is about 20 minutes. I guess if you left it for a couple days, I think it'd probably hurt the rifle. See, now my arm has gone numb, so we are in this gray area of do I continue? Do I not? We'll make it. We'll see if we can get to like 20 minutes. If I can hold this over for 20 minutes, I'd be happy. Oh, we got all Magpul furniture on here. Cause why not? I think I actually bought that with the firearm. Cost me an extra like I think it was like $200. It was like probably like 150. It wasn't that expensive. Still haven't got the Magpul flip up sights though. That's the real cream. That's the real candle on top of the cake. Magpul sights are expensive, yo. It's like fucking $50 a sight, bro. $50 to $60 a sight. The rear ones like 63, and the front ones like 50 something. Which is like, bro, I understand they keep zero and their flip up, their backup sights are like combat sights type shit. But that's a little expensive, bro. That's a little expensive. 20 minutes. Here we come. Feel free to skip around the video if you want to. Yeah. This is a nice bronze AR-15, AR platform, whatever you call it. I don't even know if this is technically an AR-15. Like an M16. Some people call the original carbines. It's an M16, which I don't believe that's correct terminology because isn't the M16 like the fully auto one, or the military issued joint? Yeah, 20 minutes. 20 minutes. Here we go. Arm numb, about to fall off. Fingers throbbing. Throbbing fingers. Yeah, there's a lot of things I am still trying to change on this AR-15. I want a vertical grip, not a forward grip. Not one of these joints. I want one of the whatchamacallits. I still need a light. I got the red dot. What else do I need? I need ambidextrous charging. Ambidextrous charging. I just need the hardware. All the hardware. If I could throw a binary on there, why not, dude? Yep. I was thinking about getting I think it was a 150 round drum magazine, the double D titties, if I will. Um, they're like 160 something to like $200, which is not bad. Or I was thinking about just getting a whole bunch of these P mags, the Gen 3M, the M3s, whatever, with the window and the dust cover, because I just like them better than a standard metal 30 stack magazine. I like the window. You can actually see like, oh, I'm fucked, and about this is my last mag, XYZ, and the dust cover helps with basically dust. Um, there's also a fun thing that I think I might not be the first person to figure this out, but if you rake, you see that there's this little tab right here. There's this little tab right here. If you rake it on the bottom of your AR as you go to reload, it pops off. So you don't have to take the time to like try and fuck with it and get off the thing and let me put it in my pocket. No, rake it off, shove the mag in, drop the bolt forward, get back to business. I think that's really good. Yeah, and I just like the windowed mag better because it like helps with what is that called? It helps with no, not with the ammo capacity, but like it gives your judgment, your use of it. It's less. You're more conscious of the rounds being downrange type shit. Which is good if you know, in a home defense situation where you're not really gonna have the time to sit in your room and load up a 30 round mag. You're probably just gonna have a couple of these loaded with the dust cover on, and just use them as you need. Uh, which is, I believe, is the correct way to do it. I mean, there's no reason to load up a 30 round mag as you're in a gunfight. That's just no. Might as well just pull out your sidearm at that point. Yeah, so we're past the 20-minute mark. My hand is thoroughly on fire. Oh, I think that was it. I think we just lost it. We're gonna run it. We're gonna stop it at. We're gonna stop it at 23 and a couple seconds just to be sure, because I think I started a little late. 23. We'll go 23, 24, 23, 23. My hand is really starting to cramp. Stop. Oh. Oh. My guy. That shit hurted. My hand a lot. We're gonna drop the bolt. Everything seems to be in working order. Yep. Seems to be working. So I appreciate everybody who has been watching these videos. Please hit that subscribe button. It means a lot more than you think. Probably means jack shit to you. It means everything to the small creator. So please hit that subscribe button. Hit that like, post notifications if you want to know when I post another video like this. That's all I gotta say for today's video. If you know me, stay a little bit dangerous. You only live once, and I will see y'all tomorrow or whenever you decide to pop back up.